Alright guys, welcome to MMA on Wheels, and let's make a commentary video of what happened on UFC 309. It's going to be a quick video, just commenting on maybe most of the fights. So, Hardy and Moura, it was quite boring. I managed to kinda guess the outcome. I think I said it was going to be a KO for Moura. It was a decision. Hardy should have used the kicks more, should have moved a little bit more. She didn't. Shit happens. Anyways, moving on, Hafez versus Elliott. In the first round, both of them were too timid, and then, as you can see, we got the KO from Elliott. He had good leg kicks, good point fighting, and this KO, it was just perfect. He sniped him. Amazing fight. Mickey Go and Brahimaj, I actually found out how to pronounce his name. It was a knockout for Brahimaj. Nothing surprising here. Mickey Go is now 7-7, 4 consecutive losses in the UFC. He's probably going to get cut. But guys, every time I see Mickey Go fight, I just have the feeling that he's afraid of getting hit, afraid of actually going on and so on. He has good jabs. He used them a little bit, but every time Brahimaj attacked him, he was like scared to take the punch, and this led to him dropping his guard and so on. Right, Tibura and Diniz. Experience 1. Tibura got rocked in the first round. He recovered pretty well, took control, dominated. Then in the second round, he took him down again, dominated him. Amazing elbows, cut Diniz's face. The rest is history. Doctor stoppage. In my opinion, the referee could have stopped this fight even before the end of the round. It is what it is. Alright, then we have Onama and Romero. First round, knockdown into a submission attempt from Romero. Then we have a submission attempt from Onama while he was defending. Then he drops Romero. Then in the second round, Romero is actually gassed, in my opinion, already. Onama was controlling the ring, controlling the distance and so on. The top control in round 3 and in round 2, it was kind of the same. Yeah. Jim Miller and Damon Jackson. I did not expect a submission in this fight. Glad to have seen it. Good job, guys. It was amazing. We have a couple of other fights that we want to comment on. Chris Weidman and Eric Anders didn't happen. Apparently, Eric Anders got sick, if we listen to what Chaelson had to say, or something like this. No idea. It's kind of tough. I wanted to see Chris Weidman fight, but this might get rescheduled for December. We will see. Or maybe for January. There is enough time. Yeah, we have McGee and I forgot his name, guys. The guy who fought Aldo in his last fight. I kind of fell asleep during this fight. Woke up in the third round, didn't really watch it. Can't really say a lot about this fight. The third round was okay. Both of them had their moments. Good job, guys. Then we move on to the main card. We had a couple of interesting fights here, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. I did not watch the girls' fight. It just happens, I guess. I was just too sleepy. And it was like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. I'm not really sure. Anyways, guys, the first fight was Mauricio Rufy versus James Yontop. James Yontop was clearly the bigger guy. I guess he had issues with the weight cut. This is why they fought at 165. Amazing first round, amazing second round for Rufy. Third round, he was already a little bit gassed. Yontop, he's a tank. He didn't go down. Really good job, guys. I liked the fight, I enjoyed it. As I said, I slept through Vivian Araujo and Karin Silva. As far as I understood, it was a boring fight. Araujo won, I guess. Not really sure. Don't really care. Okay, guys, let's move on. I had set up an alarm clock just for the Bonico and Paul Craig fight, so I did not expect this. We had a wrestler and a BJJ guy going full kickboxing mode. Yeah, as I said, Paul Craig's kicks, good technique, but they are not snappy, they don't have the power. Meanwhile, Bonico was just throwing overhand lefts and rights. They were landing, good job. The 30-27, 30-27, 30-27, I'm not really sure if I can agree with the scoring. I do believe that Bonico won 2 rounds, but I'm willing to give the first round to Paul Craig. Yeah, I think it was good for Bonico to test his striking. Paul Craig is not the best striker, he's not a knockout artist, so it was good to see that Bonico is actually working on it. We are going to see him wrestling in his next fight, I'm sure of it, but it was a good experience for him. The people in New York, in the arena, they were booing him and so on. Yeah, I get it. The fans want to see knockouts, they want to see dominating wins in dominating fashion. It is what it is, can't change them. But yeah, good job Bonico and good job Paul Craig. I mean, it was quite a boring fight, it was a sparring session, but both guys made some money. Bonico is going to be climbing the ladder. Paul Craig, I want to see him move back up. In my opinion, he's just too big for the division, and he has a lot more chances in the light heavyweight. I'm not really sure why he dropped down. My initial prediction was an armbar or for Paul Craig or domination for Bonico. It didn't happen. It is what it is. Next, we have Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. I'm not really sure what Michael Chandler was thinking. We know that he is the fighter with arguably the lowest IQ in the UFC. I don't know what happened to his takedown defense. In my opinion, he might have been injured. The legs, they were giving up a couple of times. So maybe he was injured before the fight. Maybe this was causing the issues with the takedown defense and so on. He is really tough. He didn't allow Charles Oliveira to submit him. There were a couple of illegal strikes and actually a couple of illegal moves because he was grabbing the cage, he was grabbing the gloves of Charles Oliveira. So yeah, Michael Chandler, he tried to cheat. He always tries to cheat, guys. He never gets punished for this, but he's just too fun for the people, and Dana likes guys like him, so who cares? He had his moments in the last round, didn't really utilize his options well, didn't really push the fight enough. He rocked Oliveira, didn't capitalize on it. It's his own fault. And those 2 body slams at the end of the round, not a big fan of these guys. Sure, you can do it, it's not illegal, but yeah. Anyways, guys, Charles Oliveira wins, dominating win in my opinion. Whenever he took Michael Chandler on the ground, Chandler couldn't get up. So good job, Oliveira. And we move on to the main event of the evening. Jon Jones, Stipe Miocic. In my opinion, Stipe was actually in a really good shape. I wouldn't say that he was too slow. I believe that the body kicks, and when Jones took him down, Jones actually took him down with ease, and he was keeping his knee on his stomach, he was punching him and so on. I believe this is why Stipe was so slow. Maybe I have a feeling that Jones actually injured his rib, Stipe's rib, in the first round. Then we go to the next round. The second round was a little bit more active on the feet from both guys. Stipe was already not feeling too well, and in my opinion, he just couldn't find a way to go around those techniques that Jon was hitting him with, because Jon was punching him, kicking him, elbowing him, kneeing him. Jones was just using different techniques all the time, and Stipe just couldn't keep up with them. And of course, the range. Stipe has a loss to Stefan Struve, who has identical range to Jon Jones, and as you guys saw, Stipe just couldn't actually close the distance between the two. Jones found himself running a little bit, but that's typical for Jones. He uses this as a defense tactic from time to time. Nothing wrong with it. I like the fight. We could have seen maybe more aggression from Stipe. He needed to be a little bit more explosive, but when you're facing Jon Jones, you just don't want to risk it. And this happened. He lost in the third round. It was a perfect kick in the rib cage. He probably broke his rib. Good job, Jon Jones. Finish him with an elbow or two. And yeah, at the end, Jones avoided the Tom Aspinall questions, thanked Jesus, but he said that he's going to speak with Dana and Hunter and figure something out. I believe that we are going to get Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones for the unification of the belt. And Stipe retired. An amazing career. Maybe the UFC can find him a job. Not really sure about commentating. Maybe analyzing some fights and so on. But Stipe is a great champion, and yeah, I enjoyed the event, guys. I'm really tired, as you can see. I didn't sleep at all, but it was a nice event. I'm really happy that Jones won the fight. I was rooting for him, and I really want to see the Aspinall fight next. Leave your comments about the whole event, guys. Let me know what you think about who's Jones' next opponent gonna be. Is it gonna be Pereira? Is it going to be Aspinall? Or is it going to be Derek Lewis? Maybe Daniel Cormier is going to come out of retirement, or Mike Tyson. Who knows, guys? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share the video if you wish. And if you have suggestions for a new name for this channel, please let me know. Alright, guys, see ya.